Hi, so I just broke my 4-year streak of not spraining my ankle by spraining my right ankle yesterday. It's a bit swollen as you can see. I just wanted to talk about two things in this video. One is how I move around on my fresh injury without aggravating it or causing extra pain. Because even though the way to let it heal is to not walk on it, you still have to walk on it a little bit within the house, like to go to the bathroom or get a snack or whatever. And the second thing I want to talk about is some like long-term stuff that I do to babysit the injury a bit. The first thing is walking. What I do is swing my bad leg forward and catch up with my good leg. So this allows me to spend more time balancing on the good leg and less time on the bad leg. And this feels to me the most painless and the more stable way of walking. Like I feel more steady on my feet. So the second thing is stepping over obstacles like this pillow. Same as walking, I use my bad leg to lead and I follow with my good leg. This is more painless for me. The next thing is bending to pick up small things like this tiny rubber ducky. You will not have the most range of motion in the injured ankle, so it hurts when you bend over and it stretches the back of the ankle. So to prevent that, what I do when I'm bending down is pop my heel up so that it doesn't get stretched unpleasantly, and that makes picking things up easier. The next thing is getting up off the floor. So I spend most of my time sitting down on the floor because I find that most comfortable, but getting up from there is kind of a production. So what I do is I get on both knees and then put my good foot on the floor and then brace both of my hands on the floor and use those 3 points of contact to push me up without letting my bad leg touch the floor. That's the most effective way for me. It also helps if I have some furniture or something steady at the right height. So like a bed frame or like a little stool or a table or something. Those are also helpful to push myself up. The last thing about walking around at home is stairs. Navigating stairs is kind of tricky. Going up the stairs is pretty intuitive. You lead with your good leg and you pull your body weight up with your good leg, obviously. But going down the stairs is kind of tricky. It's not really as intuitive. So you have to mirror the exact motion that you did when you are going up the stairs. So you go down with your bad leg and then follow with your good leg. I'm actually not sure why this hurts less, but I've tried it both ways and this way definitely hurts way less. Another thing that I didn't demonstrate in this video because I don't actually have the equipment is crutches. So if you absolutely unavoidably have to do a lot of walking on a fresh ankle sprain, definitely use crutches. 2 sprains ago, which I hate that that's a sentence, but yeah, 2 sprains ago, it was a pretty severe injury and I absolutely needed to go somewhere and I needed to do a lot of walking 2 days after I'd injured myself. So my dad bought crutches and I only used one because that felt like the most stable thing because I've never used crutches before. I put the crutch on the good side because when you walk, you swing the opposite arm forward, right? So when I'm swinging the bad leg forward and I swing my good arm forward, which is where the crutch is. So when the time comes to put weight on the bad leg to allow me to swing the good leg forward, I lean against the crutch instead so that I'm not putting weight on my bad leg. And that actually helped me to walk and I didn't hurt my leg further, which is great. So that kind of concludes the section on what I do on a fresh injury and how I just manage and get around. And then I'm gonna talk about things that I do to deal with my injury long term. The first thing is hot water. The moment you get the injury, of course, you're supposed to put ice on it to reduce the inflammation. But after that, it gets really stiff, and hot water really helps to loosen up and like get the blood flowing or whatever it's doing. It gives me a little bit more range of motion and hurts a bit less. I find that a hot water bottle tends to be too hard and too uncomfortable to put my leg on when it's really quite swollen and like sore. So what I've been doing is getting in the shower and turning up the heat as far as it will go and pouring the shower water on my foot, and that really helps. Pro tip, if you've turned the heater up as far as it'll go and it's not hot enough, reduce the water flow. It turns the actual temperature of the water up a lot more. The next thing is the elastic bandage. This is what I'm using right now. I think it's just a wrist support actually, but it works because I can like wrap it around the way that I prefer. Sometimes I'll wrap it under my foot and back up, or I'll just go around the ankle, whatever is most comfortable for me. So yeah, I like the versatility of this thing. I don't like to wear it when I'm sitting down because I feel like it cuts the blood circulation off, but I do find it quite helpful for walking, and it's going to be pretty helpful for when I start like running again. Another thing, a pillow. So while the injury is active, I'm pretty much just walking around holding a pillow everywhere I go. Within the house, I'm not like leaving the house with a pillow, so that I can just rest my foot on the pillow instead of on the floor so that it doesn't get crushed. Also, like afterwards, it's still gonna be sensitive for a long time. So when the weather is cold, it does make the ankle act up. That's why I do like to keep a pillow under my foot when the weather is cold. There's like a warm and soft place for it to rest on. And also another thing is that like we tend to do a lot of damage to our bodies when we're sleeping because we don't realize that we're in an uncomfortable position because we're asleep. I'm a side sleeper, fetal position. So what happens is I put my legs together and my knee bones and my ankle bones press into each other, and I wake up in absolute agony. So what I've been doing is I put a pillow in between the knees and ankles. That gives them a little bit of space so that they don't crush each other. Yeah, that's all I actually have to share. I really hope that it would be helpful for anyone going through the same situation as I am. Uh, all the best. I hope you heal fast. I hope I heal fast. Bye.